Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's Chubby. Uh, if you are watching this, after the live, please like. Everyone, please like. Subscribe if you like it. They always demonetize every single live I've had. I've had 31 lives, and they demonetize every single one because they're haters. Okay, like Time Booth said, "Oh, I get a lot of ad revenue from my lives. I get zero. I get zero because they zap it automatically. Anyway, what's going on, bro? Let's see We're watching the. I'm watching the Channel 5 show. Liam Williams just knocked out some guy. Some guy. Let's see what's going on. Let's see the comments, man. And there's the respect. Cola Boots. So satisfied watching England not win in the USA. Bending the knee, the country where the BLM protesters came from didn't even do it, yeah? The country became a joke. Woke up as spineless. Yeah, I mean, it's all set up anyway, to some extent. To some extent. Reese, my man Reese. Edinburgh, gonna miss the live because I'm watching the Channel 5 card. I'm watching the Channel 5 card, blood. Look. Liam Williams. Yeah, Liam Williams is a tough guy, but he, when he got involved in England Gym, he started posting some very weird posts. Hello, darling. What's happening, Missy Rowe? I hope you're all right. All right, my boy here is in the house. Yes, Triple B. Yes, Triple B. Yeah, we're here, man. We're here. Neil Baker, my man on the geometry tip. When the human race learns to read the language of symbolism, a great veil will fall from the eyes of men. That's very interesting, man. That's a good quote. Let's get down. What's happening? Nadav. What's up, team? Nadav, what's up with you, brother? Great to see you here. As usual, shalom. Shalom to you, brother. Of course, shalom. Shalom. I hope you guys are all right. I didn't prepare for this. I was going to do it. Like, I've got a good video that I'm preparing, but I'm so disappointed with the state of boxing, with the shenanigans, with the fact that all talk is about, rumors, contracts. There's no reality, man. And I'm sick of boxing, man. Cyborg, Triple B, good day, mate. Pokey shows are looking a bit bare now. So, what Cyborg's mentioned. So, Pokey, who, by the way, everyone thinks Chippy's got a problem with. I have no problem with Pokey. I think he says some good things, actually. He at least he doesn't look bored now. Yeah, he will have a go at Adam Smith, Ben Shalom, all these other peoples. But obviously, you got to call people out when they do wrongs. I'm not a friend of his, but Pokey shows are looking a bit better. So he done this video with Terry, who I quite like. Terry's a very educated man. He's got a good vocabulary, good grammar, but he uses that to cover up BS sometimes that he talks. The last time I seen him, he's talking about how great women's boxing is. Anyone who knows about boxing knows women's boxing is utter shite, and you would never bigot. You would never waste your time talking, oh, Jonas is now the undisputed champion. She's done so well. No, you wouldn't. All right? So I got to ask questions. The problem is, so Terry's grammar and vocabulary will sometimes cover up when he's talking bullshit, if that makes sense. But I don't mind him, man. I like Terry, man. But Ken from Northern Ireland said he didn't want to talk about a boxing no more because he didn't want to be rinsed. I don't believe that. And the other guy, Julian, apparently, he doesn't want to talk boxing because Triple B's been slating him. Look, mate, I don't slate anyone who speaks honestly and decently about anything. But when you start saying we need more diversity in boxing, I know you've been bought or you're an idiot. Okay. And you got no problem going on. If you're going to go up on, put your face up on people's channels and want to be a name, then you have to be ready for some criticism. All right. My boy Adam D says, Triple B, yes. Can you hear me okay? Because I feel a bit muffled by this like FWA, this kind of, I don't know, man. I feel like a robber. Lee, you're not watching the 555 cut the channel? Yeah, I'm watching it, bro. Look, I said it's just whack, you know. And Steve Bunce is a fat idiot. He likes to put biros, 5 biros in the batty holes of Ugandan hookers. No, let's get this straight. Let me be straight. Adios. He's a fucking idiot, man. And that's all I got to say about it. Okay. And Harlem Eubank is the head of this. Harlem Eubank. Let me tell you this. His name is Harlem Eubank, plural. And Chris Eubank, his real name is Chris Eubanks. He had 2 brothers called Simon and Peter Eubanks. Okay, Eubanks. And one of them beat Barry McGuigan. I can't remember which one. One of them beat Barry McGuigan. They're both journeymen, but solid fighters. And Chris Eubank decided to change his name to Eubank, not Eubanks. I don't know. Is that a disrespect to his family? I believe so. But say Harlem Eubank is the nephew of Chris Eubank. Okay, so he should call himself Harlem Eubanks, but he doesn't. He goes Eubank because of the name. I mean, that's okay. I mean, I'm not hating on him, but this is apparently the main event. I missed you last year. I'm sorry, brother. Don't worry, man. I mean, that's no problem. It's good to see you, brother. Missy Ryan. Oh, no, not the porky subject. It makes me cringe when everyone brings up the smackhead chat. Look, I've never met a fellow addict without issues. We don't develop addiction because you love drugs. I used to love drugs, so I'm not hating on him. And as I said, I like a lot of what Porky says. The Dave Cole thing is most important, and this comment is very important. What happened to Dave Cole videos on Porky's Corner? Has he removed them? If so, okay. So what got me to like Porky was because he kept on calling out Caldwell, and he had he put up like an advertising poster in Sheffield or wherever, Nottingham, and about Dave Caldwell being a wrong'un. And these 2 lads came up, more than 2 lads came out, saying how he used to make them wrestle and turn the heating up when they were prepubescent kids, and I was like, this is a great story. So I was a big Porky fan for calling out wrong'uns, especially nonces. Okay, but then it just disappeared. There are 2 possibilities. A, Porky got paid off. B, he got threatened by lawyers and he couldn't handle it. Either way, I don't think that's reasonable. I think he should have had the guts to go for it. So people that say I got a problem with Porky, I don't, but I have a problem with that choice. Okay, it's cowardly, man. I'm true. I can't stand Terry, to be honest. Well, he talks with like, as I said, he's a demagogue. Is that the right word? If someone who can talk well and express himself well, but he does talk nonsense sometimes. He's very pompous. I don't dislike him at all. I quite enjoy some of the stuff he says, but he's very prejudiced. It's very easy to see where his loyalties lie. He hates frauds, which is fine. He hates white fighters, which again is fine. I don't have a problem. People should be allowed to say what they want. They should be allowed to say what they want, but without being victimized for it. But he's very contradictory. He definitely thinks he's superior to people, but he makes some good points, isn't he? I don't dislike. I'm neutral. And Darv says he's full of it. Yeah, to some extent. Yes, he is. Lee Talks Boxing. It's great to see my man Lee Talks Boxing in the house. I stopped watching the card now. Harlem Eubanks sucks. It's bullshit. He's getting by on his name, but his name isn't even. I mean, it should be Eubanks, and he's not. He's not. You know, what am I? It's a bit of a. It's false PR. They pretend he's Harlem Eubanks, so they think he's Eubanks' son, but he isn't. He's his nephew, and he should be called Eubanks. One of his fathers, one of the Eubanks. Sorry, excuse me. One of the Eubanks brothers beat Barry McGuigan. You know, I don't know if it's his dad. We can hear you fine, thank you, brother. Cyborg Porky has clearly had a cease and desist from the Caldwell laws. That's very possible. That's very possible. But you have to stand up for yourself. Yeah, you can't be like a cease and desist order is like if basically what it is like saying, if you carry on talking about our client, we will take action. That's all it is. And so if you withdraw from that, it shows cowardice. Now, there is no doubt in my mind, having watched those videos, that Porky, those guys, what the two brothers, aren't they? I can't remember their names, but there's at least three people that give evidence, and they corroborate. They are clearly right. There's no, they don't hesitate to say what they do, and to withdraw from pursuing something as serious as noncery shows cowardice, man. And Nadal, there's no other explanation. I think you're correct, bro. The other explanation that's possible is threats. That's all paid off. You know, Porky, anyone can be bought off, basically. So they're like, Porky, here's 10 grand. Go on holiday to Turkey and don't talk about Dave Cole again. No problem. You know, so that's why I'm disappointed, man. But at least Porky will call out people like Adam Smith. By the way, the Adam Smith story is very interesting, and it goes way deeper than what people say. You know, oh, he's a gambling addict. You would not sack someone just for being a gambling addict, would you? There's a lot more than that. And I've got a video lined up. Please, miss you. Tell me you're joking. Okay. Boxing Classics HQ. Did any of the YouTubers today or yesterday ask the Sky Mob about Adam Smith? I know Johnny Nelson did an interview today. If they're big names, no, they won't have done. You know, Sporting Silicons, yeah? So I looked at his he's the most boring, dry guy. He has the wackest videos. He's got 60,000 subscribers, allegedly, right? But he says nothing. And last time I looked, a few months ago, he had 10,000 subscribers, and now it's 60. He's being bought out. Everyone's being bought out. There's the reason. Triple B. You know, my boy Sly T in the house. What are you saying, brother? Great to see you, man. Bill the Kill. R.I.P. Baghdadi. Where are you? Where are you, Baghdadi Paddy? Where are my Irish fans at? Simon, how can you call out a nonce and not have the ball sent through? I mean, exactly. And that's a big question. And the evidence is strong as well. So there are two possibilities. You've been bought out, or you've been threatened. Either one, I don't agree with. Is Terry and Albino allegedly? I mean, that. Like I said, we've all got to, you know, life's hard, man. So I got no opinion on that. The point is, like, I like Terry to not speak as much bullshit. I like Terry to be more honest. You know, and stop pushing women's boxing just because you think it'll get you somewhere. Terry dislikes whites, and he's blatant about it. And as I said, that's his prerogative. I've got no problem with that. People should be able to speak how they want and go, I don't like these people. Why do I like these people? These are my reasons. No problem with that whatsoever. But it's the It's the fact that the so-called rules are decided by the elitists, the media, the entertainment industry, and they they mean nothing. We are constantly manipulated manipulated by people to say we can't say this, we can't say that. Listen, man. In the First World War, the Second World War, they're saying we need to sign up, otherwise you're a coward. What would you say to your kids? Go and die in a puddle of shit and mud with your guts spilling out. But that's okay. You're the glorious dead. They always manipulate us, man. Fuck them, man. Nadav. Cyborg, Coldwell is a nonster. Is not a nonster. He's an egomaniac who thinks he's a lot smarter than he is. What he did with the boys in Heat was very strange, but they didn't. But even they didn't accuse him. They did accuse him of that. And they accused his wife or girlfriend or whatever of walking around with her vagina out when they're prepubescent. It is dark than that. Did he touch anyone? I don't know. But he definitely went way beyond the levels of appropriateness. I believe that he. I believe that. I mean, those kids. They're not kids anymore. They're men. But what they said was so clearly believable and correct. Yeah, he is a nonce. I'm sorry, man. He's definitely a nonce. The only boxing match I'm looking forward to is Fury vs. Cesaro, ironically. Fury is the only box on my mind. Maybe Teofimo Lopez and Crawford might have interesting matches. Oh, man. That's how bad boxing's become, all right? And that's all there is, really. That's how bad it is. Is that correct? Okay, hang on, sorry. Cyborg, I said in the comments already about a few days. I've had those before. If he calls out a nonce, then back it up, the Cowley Pig. He has backed it up with a lot of evidence, but he withdrew for some reason. Either because of a cease and desist letter, as Nadav said, or a threat or a payoff. That's the only possible explanation. And it's a shame. Because I've backed him 100%, man. Because I know it's true. This is interesting. I get sent threatening letters regularly. You think they will send someone to Australia? Yeah, I mean, you have to. Right. In life, when, you'll get like people calling the police about you. You'll get letters from lawyers. If you're controversial, you will get threats. But if you believe in the truth and rightness, you have to stand up against that. It's part of the deal. You can't bottle it just because some fucking copper turns up and goes, "Oh, I heard you made a Facebook post." If you're gonna bottle it because of that, then just don't speak, man. Be a blue-pilled NPC. Pussy hole. I've been approached by police and interviewed over Facebook posts. Well, you'd be shocked at some of the people that are involved in this as well. Okay. I can't talk about it too much now for a number of reasons. Basically, the channel, but I will release a Patreon or whatever where I can speak more truthfully about this. But you'd be shocked. You'd be shocked about what's going on, man, and how many people bottle it and swallow it by a couple of coppers turn up at their doors. Oh, this is interesting. Without further ado, Retro, have you heard Paul Sykes work with Jimmy Savile? Wow. No, I hadn't. Paul Sykes, for people that don't know, was a very good heavyweight boxer, a criminal. He ended his life as a drunk, getting pissed on, and deserved it. And apparently he used to rape men in prison. That's the big story. I don't know. Did he work with Jimmy Savile? I'd like to hear more, man. Tell me more, bro. Please tell me more. Oh boy, little Musgrave. What would you do if the whole Ukraine Russia BS escalates and they start calling people up for military service? There's no way I want to die if some rich elitist get. I mean, come on, man. I mean, really? To everyone, there are a number of ways you have to use their own weapons against them. So if you have any background with mental illness or anything like that, if this were going to happen, they try to call you up some nonsense BS war. For human rights. Obviously, I'd utterly refuse. But also be sure to back it up with some evidence, medical, and all that stuff. Use their own weapons against them, okay? Use their own weapons against them. But I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest with you. I think it's just they'll manipulate you via media. I don't think they will do something like that, man. Neil Baker. Dillian White is a banker after watching the win. Yeah, but, you know, he's still he's a 7-1 on favorite. There's no money to be made. Jermaine Franco actually isn't that bad a fighter. He's a decent amateur. He beat a few guys as a pro, but now he's got really fat. He put on 40 pounds. He's like, you know, he's here for the payday, man. He's here for the payday, no problem. Cyborg, agreed. Pigs don't get in my front door. It's a land of convicts. Listen, bro, I don't want, you know, whatever land you live in, they will try and bully you. They'll try and manipulate you to admit things by mistake and then hold it against you. Fuck them. These are the same people who imprisoned Barry Bulsara. Check him out. Barry Bulsara for 8.5 years. Colin Stagg for some years. The same people that, what's that guy? The guy who raped that woman and killed her. Search for police and noncery and just see what you get up, man. You know. My boy Yakub, £5. It should be needs shekels to survive, at least for my dog. And so, yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Costs nowadays are a perfect example of biological Leninism. Look it up. I urge everyone to look up biological Leninism. Okay, look it up. I'm gonna look it up, but I've just got my TV on. Oh, Eubank's fighting Farrell. I don't care, man. Who cares about that? But thank you, brother, for the £5. Much appreciated. And the police they're not only state stormtroopers, but they've got their own personal society, a secret society, and they follow that above justice. You just need to look at how many people have been mistreated, how many people have been abused. They decided not to investigate. What's his name? Jimmy Savile, even though it had so much proof. Come on, man. Come on, man. Blood clot. Get out. So I'm just stopping some. Sorry, man. I don't understand what's going on there. Some weird shit. Shane Bongos, Neil Baker agreed. What about Wardley Gorman? This is a strange fight, and actually a very interesting fight if it's real. Gorman is very fast and hits quite solidly. Wardley also hit. He's got a solid right hand. Wardley was the big favorite. It's dropped a bit. I believe he's got a good chance. I mean, I can't believe how big. What's the word? I can't believe how heavy he is, man. Missy Rara, do you know the USA cops have to have an IQ under 120? Wow, those who score high are not taken. I didn't know that, but I thought it makes sense. But I thought the IQ would be under 75. Blood clot, really? James Wilson Comedy. My boy, check him out. Very interesting. James Wilson Comedy is a comedian, obviously. So I've watched some of his videos. Check him out. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you're well. But the word is sickening the more you look at it, man. Little Musgrave. Psych sounds because right wrong. That documentary about him is funny as fuck. It is. And it's another world almost because it was years ago. I think both his sons are in prison for murder. I don't know. Lee, I know lots of Ukrainians. They never talk about the law. The war. It's funny that. Yeah. Because they probably know BS, man. Yeah, cool. If I get justice for Russia, I'll be shooting people in the back. Good on you, man. There's nonsense. Having said that, Putin is part of the whole illusion and deception, and he's another pawn in it. So I feel sorry for the only people that suffer in these wars are the poor, the working class, and the middle class as well. To be honest, right? Just not the elitists, and they get used as cannon fodder. They get filled with bullshit ideas. It's pathetic, man. It really is, man. Boxing classics. I didn't know that Franklin's promoter was a boxer called Dmitry Salita. Had a fight with Amir Khan. He got ironed out in a round, I think. He was at your call, I think. He got absolutely splattered, man. I said another fight. We didn't ring out your mug. Sorry, bro. Let me have a look for it, bro. Wait. I don't be disrespectful to me fans. Yakub's cops. Yeah. Okay. Wait. There's another one. Yakub is right. Yakub is right. Yes. About time I showed some love to my main man, Ye24. Thank you, brother. I'm sorry I missed it. It's meant to give me this way. It's meant to give me a notice when I get like a super shekel, but it didn't. I'm so sorry, bro. Yakub, thank you. I appreciate that. Ye24. What do you mean by Ye24? Kanye is a very woo. You gotta watch him. I think he's double agent. I know he's a double agent, man. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm sorry if I miss. I like to answer every single comment, but it's harder because yeah. Cyborg, I was in prison 25 years ago, so I have a bit of practice with cops. They're trying to manipulate you with psychiatrists, scare you with isolation. You see the way these pigs have been kicked down? Absolutely. They use all kind of techniques. They, come in, we're just having a chat with you. We're not going to arrest you because they know they got nothing on you. We're just having a chat like we would have a chat in the pub. And then they interrogate you, right? And then they ask you all kind of questions. And they break, there's some things you can't say in interrogations, but they do. But I'm sorry. There was a problem with the recording machine. We haven't got a recording of this. Is if you back up against it. Question. Oh, we lost the recording. I'm sorry. They're the most corrupt, degenerate, secret society pieces of shit in the world. Never trust the police. Fuck the police. You're wrong-uns, man. Cyborg. As nice as some boxing talk. I got a bet on Gorman. He's decent odds. Yeah, I originally got him at 3-1. Now he's dropped down to 2-1, which is interesting. I saw him work out. He's got speed. He was having loads of problems when he lost to degenerate Daniel Dubois. He's a very good boxer. I'm a bit concerned about his weight. Wardley is a puncher, but he had no amateur experience. Funnily enough, he started off in a white collar, which shows you how far you can go in boxing if you're a heavyweight and you can punch. I don't know if you can take a shot. I have it as a 50-50 fight. So, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. I might have to join the lizard. Oy vey! Oy vey! My boy, Slatin, £2.22 in the house. Enjoy these shekels. Thank you, bro. I spent it on some food for Tyson. You know, the thing is, like, I'm dispirited. I'm very dispirited. I love me funds. I love me funds. Much more than Ricky Hatton. But I'm dispirited about how shite boxing is, man. I get not much money from this. I get about uh, £500 a month, but I used to get like £100 a month. I mean, blood clot. Okay, my boy Simon, where's the likes for Triple Week? That's true. I always forget to say, please like, because that builds me up. The problem is, right, all these lives, so I've had 31 lives, and every single live has been limited monetized. It happens automatically. Yeah. Like time boost lives, so I believe are way more controversial. Okay. Uh, get monetized. Okay. And I get no money from the lives. There might be 3 hours. The old ones I used to get like £10 or something. Now I get nothing. So please like just to protect the channel and the love. My boy, Yakub in the house. Invested should be coin. Now, thank you, bro. I might start a should be coin, but the thing is, the crypto thing is kind of dashed out. But people got no faith in it. Ultimately, they will have their own digital coin. They being the elitists, okay. And all these coins will be worthless. I always said that, but there was a window to make money, which is a way of making people believe in it. Thank you, bro. I haven't lost your Bitcoin. Maybe I will. Yeah, keep again. Putin is not a shill, actually. I believe he is, bro. I'd like to hear more information on why you think he isn't, man. Oh, boxing. King, Dale, Clark, welcome. Who is a tough fighter? Carl Frost or Antonio Margarita? Now, see, people always think Mexicans are tough and great fighters and all this, but a lot of it is because boxing is basically the main Mexican sport, but they are not athletic people. Look at their football team; they don't do well. Even though football is a major sport, they are a bit overweight. They are short. So the ones that rise to the top are always tough, but there are loads of Mexican road sweepers, as Nigel Ben said. Margarita was tough. Carl Frost. Okay, Carl Frost is a very interesting one. Because he was. What I mean is, like, he would cry before sparring. Okay, people in the England team will back it up. He would cry before sparring, and he would like refuse to spar. And he would get so emotional in the gesture before the fight and want to not come out. But he did it. So that's the weird thing, right? Even though it stressed him so much, he still did it. And he took some amazing punches in the ring. He was so tough. You could say Carl Frost was the toughest fighter ever because he defeated his fear. Yeah, that's all I say, man. Boxing classes. Did you ever watch Auditing Britain? No. How to deal with the police on power checks. Last time was funny. Got approached by a policeman. It's good we get time. No, but that sounds good, man. I hope I have a look on it. My boy King, Dale Clark, yes. What are your thoughts on Charles Bronson being in prison? Do you ever think it would ever be free? So Charles Bronson is his real name is Michael Peterson. He's a long-term prisoner. And he's been a bare knuckle boxer. He's been an unlicensed boxer. He's getting old now. Do I ever think he'll be free? Possibly, but I just find it weird. Why would a guy want to spend that long in prison? You know what I'm saying? Bang Daddy, Paddy. Where are you, Bang Daddy, Paddy? Oh, you escaped. Blood clot. Sorry. Oh no, I've got to stop. I got Triple X 69. Huh? Trying to get some pum pum talking. I'm not into that. Smash the like button so the Triple smashes Missy Rock. Come on, bro. Don't be disgusting. The Triple B is a voluntary celibate. He does not. He made love to a lot of women. I mean, sometimes I think back and go, do I miss it? I'm like, holding them hips. I mean, in some ways, but I realize that's not the way forward. It's not the way forward. The way forward is to have a beautiful wife that you love, and you have that period where you're so in love and you're physically attracted, and then you have children, and you move on to look after the kids, look after your wife, and build a decent household. That's what you should do in life. When faith is lost in Bitcoin, that is the time, my friend. That's very cryptic. Lee, yeah, he did. But honestly, he's a weird guy. He's a bit, and I say autistic, I don't mean that as a negative at all. But he doesn't quite fit in his like I said, he was so scared of fighting, but he still did it, which makes me respect him a lot. Yeah, I mean, is he one of my favorite fighters? Not necessarily, but do I have a lot of respect for him? Yeah, I do, in some ways. I can't make too much comment on this, but yeah, you guys tell me what you think about this. I'm going to have to train the lizard in a minute. Yeah, King Dale Clark, thank you for answering. Thank you, bro. No problem, man. I like to answer everyone, but I can't because of me fans. Because my fans like to talk. I like them to talk. Thank you for answering. I also heard about Carl Froch being nerves before fights and spars. Yeah, I think it's fair to say overcome his fears, super conditioned and tough. He never really overcame his fears. It was still so stressful, and you see how stressed he was, and then build up with George Groves fights, and he had to bring his brother along to back him because Lee Froch is a big man, and Lee Froch can also fight. I'm not saying at world boxing level, but Lee, he needed some backup. He still doubted himself, but the fact that he overcame that to achieve what he did, yeah, come on, man. He's not like the guy that I think is my best, most favorite fighter, but what are you talking about, man? Little Moscow. That's Triple X 69, so I use socks. Because Little Moscow likes Ebony Bridges socks, you get me? And I haven't even looked at this. Eubank Farrell, round 5 to 10. I mean, don't be ridiculous. Why would you say that, bro? I'm not looking for a woman. I've deliberately, no joke. I said, God has sent me some signs and told me not to indulge in pum pum. I'm not being facetious, by the way. I'm being serious. For a number of reasons. I believe I'm destined not to do pum pum anymore. Lee West. Thank you, brother. Good to see you. 179. Did you ever box Triple B? I often wonder about these personal questions. Think, are they trying to find something out about you? But yes. At a low level. At a very low level. Oh, this is an interesting account. M. Junior used to accuse me of being a Nazi. Salutations, Triple B. Here is for the second fight between Joe Louis and Max Schmeling. This M Junior is a rogue account, but the second fight was set up to by the United States to make Germany look bad and to push. to push certain agendas, man. How did you blood? Can you give the chubby a minute to go and drain the lizard? 1 minute. Keep talking, right? Sweet calling line. Oh, oh, oh. Put your Corey, touching Corey. Sweet calling line. Oh, oh, oh. Get your Corey out. Touching Corey's. Blood clot. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Why are people not talking about the Alan Smith thing, man? That's the biggest news in boxing, man. I will tell you what's really going on, by the way. I will tell you what's really going on. I'm preparing a video. Sorry, guys. I apologize to me fans. Yeah. Yeah. Schmeling being pissed out of that boy in the fight. Yeah, he battered him. And the second fight was very suspicious. Yeah, very suspicious. Like Max Schmeling was not even trying, man. Is God real? Oh, deep. Yes. Do you actually believe that apparently all us people with consciousness, complex brains evolved from a bit of mud that happened to be flying around the sun? Oh, come on, man. My boy, be able to kill. How much has Cali spent on job? Blood clot. How long's a piece of string, blood? Oh, man. I mean, he seems to enjoy it. I don't agree with that kind of shit. Thank you very much, by the way, for the 555. How much he spent on Chong? Oh, man. Hundreds of thousands, I would think. Hundreds of thousands, man. Louis V. Schmeling was the biggest fight ever because how many people listened to it on the radio? Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, I have to be honest with you, okay? In some ways, more than ever as boxing fans, you have more and more fights like Eubanks vs. Whoever this guy is, Farrell, but we don't care. Back in the day, you'd have very few things that were televised or on the radio. I remember I was a young kid getting into boxing. I listened to Lloyd Hannigan fight on the radio, and I was like, as a small kid, I should have been in bed, and it meant the world to me. So what I'm saying is the fact we got a lot more doesn't make it better. But would you go back? I don't know. Would I go back? I don't know, man. Boxing is shit anyway now. Oh, this is interesting. Yakub, my nan dated Kenneth Noy when he was like 16. Kenneth Noy, I believe, is the only guy to have ever whacked a policeman and got off scot-free. So he's a well-known criminal, okay? And apparently there was a police in his garden and he whacked him, stabbed him up, and he got off scot-free. What do you think about that? What do you think? Was he part of the secret society? Yes, say, my in the Matty boy head, or boy don't protect the Matty man and half he dead. M Junior, who's been trying to catch me out. If it was a fox, why didn't Hitler have Schmeling locked up? If it was a fix, well, that's actually a reasonable question. But firstly, he may not have known. Secondly, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm gonna lock him up because I believe it's a fix, and everyone's going, "Oh, no, I don't think it was." Thirdly, they might all know. They might be all part of it. Don't think when there was the Cold War, Russia, as they used to call it, USSR, because America and the Western world did not behind the scenes have a lot of interaction. Don't think they were enemies. You hate each other. It's all a deception, a bullshit, man. Did Henry Coon beat Ali? No. Could he have done if he landed more punches? Yeah. I mean, macroevolution takes billions of years, man. Legacy viruses evolved in the microcell. Many versions of humans have been dug out, just like dinosaur fossils. It's all been journaled. I thought this would come from you because you believe in that shit. No, it's just too ridiculous, and it's not backed by other forms of science to do with how long the universe has been alive. They found all kinds of weird shit. You need to stop believing the official word as truth. Sorry, na bumbay na matimoy and no promote matima na makafided. Litos Mossy. My favorite eras are 2000, 2010, 2022. Most quality is global sport now. A lot of it depends to your age, you know. Like when you're a teenager and you start to watch boxing, okay, and you know you're so into it, you're so emotional when you're that age. You'll think those are the golden eras. So to me, in my head, the golden eras was Eubank Ben, you know, Nazim Ahmed, and then I started to get more cynical. But I don't know what the best era was, to be honest. I think they're all at fault, to be honest, man. Saitine is off. Have a good weekend, folks. Yeah, do have a good weekend, people. Thanks, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for the super shekels, brother. Yeah. What do you all think about Adam Smith? Because, like I said, I'm praying the video enough. Do you think he was pushed? Was he shoved? Does he really have a gambling addiction? Is it BS? Is it a reason to push him without paying his redundancy? Check my other video, and for example, there's some theories there. But what I'll say to you is this, and there's a video coming up on it. Check out who took over as Sky Sports managing director in 2021. Check out what happened after that. Okay, that's what I'm saying, man. I like German boxing. Klitschko's Abraham, Oetker, Sturm, Stieglitz, Primer. Yeah, there was some. It's funny how the German boxing scene just blew up, man. Because before, the East Germans who couldn't turn pro, there was always amateur, used to beat the West quite well, and the Russians, and then Perestroika. And then, I don't know, they used to get... There's not that many genuine German boxers, though. Because what you just said, Klitschko's Ukrainian. Abraham, was he Armenian or something like that? I think so. Oetker, a pure German. Sturm, real name Adnan Katic. Stieglitz was not German. He was Croatian or Serbian. So it was quite weird. They used to give these guys fake German names, man. Gutter Danny, great silver man, Ducker Daddy, aka our Keith Pork today. So this is the worst heavyweight division memory. I agree. It's hard to even care about upcoming bouts. These Klitschko brothers fought their mandatories and kept good order in division. I don't think it's the worst in terms of what boxers there are. I actually think there's some very interesting fights there. Gage, Joe Joyce, Usyk, Tyson Fury. There's some interesting fights there. The point is they're not being made, and that's why it's the worst in some ways. Yeah, I agree, man. Stieglitz is Russia, but it's part of the German contingent in Russia. Let's not split hairs, blood. Missy Rara. Remember how German events were notorious for dodgy cars like Vegas? Well, now I feel UK is top of that corruption. Yeah, it was funny because the UK was actually very fair for a long time. Yeah, and you get a fair decision. I think I remember Orlando Canizales from the United States fighting Billy Hardy. And Billy Hardy clearly won that fight, but the judges still gave it to Canizales. And these days, and we used to joke at Germans being so biased, the judges, and now Britain is the worst, I would say. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Little Musgrave in the house. Heavyweight division would be bad. Wouldn't be bad if they fought each other. Totally, man. You know, it's just, I was in the pub. I don't go out that much, as you know, I'm a neat. But I was in the pub, and I went to watch the England match of his USA. The reason I did it is because I'd been in my basement all day and I wanted to get out. Um, and people were talking about what's going on Triple B with the heavyweight division. And I said the problem is they just won't fight each other. And he said this guy's a casual, but he says to me, I'm not gonna. He goes, I was ready to pay for a ticket for Tyson Fury if he's gay J. I was ready to pay for a ticket, but not going now. He goes, the Chisora Fury fight, I'll wait to see the result on Facebook. You know, the fights are not happening. There's only a few fights. These are the fights that are of interest. Usyk Fury, okay. Usyk Joe Joyce, Tyson Fury, Joe Joyce, Tyson Fury Gay J, obviously Fury Usyk. None of these are happening, and they won't happen. Lee, German scoring was not bad in my opinion. Sky Sports created that measure. You can't get a decision in Germany. Yes, there's some truth. There is some truth to that, but I would think there was some bias there. Like Marcus Bayer winning against, I think, Glenn Catley, stuff like that. It was great. It's not great now, bro. It's not great now. Regardless, Germany's destroyed for a reason. Germany was destroyed for a reason. Inversion. I heard that German fans are more respectful. They don't boo boxers they don't like. See, the German sports fan is quite educated, intellectual, the traditional German sports fan. So they watch boxing and they love to see a guy show skill, outwit the other guy, and they'll sit there clapping. So, okay, a lot of fans, because they saw how a man who had physically, in terms of his size of his arms, his body and all that, his lack of punching power, should be getting beat by these guys, totally outboxing these guys and fooling them. So, yeah, the German fan was very intellectual. I don't know what's going on now, but back in the day, yeah. And they didn't boo people. They would sit there and clap, and they'd watch the Scorpions do a show before the fights. They were quite sophisticated for boxing fans, to be honest. Mr. Charles, £2. And there's the respect. Thank you for the respect, brother. I appreciate that. What do you all think about Adam Smith? I've asked people a few times, but I haven't had any answers. What's going on? What do you guys think about the Adam Smith rumors, man? This is a boxing channel, right? So it's very difficult for me to answer. Let me just say this. Relook at history and see what you're being taught and think about what you've been taught. Germany did not declare war against anyone at the beginning. It was the other way around. And they tried to make peace with Britain 7 times, I believe. This is a boxing channel. I can't talk about it. I'm going to talk about this when I eventually sort my ass out and get another channel. It can't be on YouTube. It'll be on like Patreon. Yaku, yes, brother. Bengal G14. Where you at? Where you at, blood? I want to smoke that thing. I ain't smoked greens for months, and I kind of miss it. I don't agree with smoking greens all the time. I agree it should be a balance. Occasionally, you have some puff. It does open your mind. I don't believe that you should smoke it. You should maybe ingest it, edibles, but smile back if you're ugly. History is written by the winner. I mean, that's the key, right? You know, I seen a meme and it says, you know what? He goes, it's funny, isn't it? In history, every time the good guy wins. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yes, let's get back onto boxing. Lee, prime Vladimir Klitschko is current Tyson Fury. A good question. And usually these things, people always want a single answer. Fury to win. No. You got to go on percentage. You got to go on like out of 10 times, who would win? Out of 10 times, Vladimir vs Tyson Fury now. I mean, the problem is Tyson Fury back on the yayo? Okay, so that's number one consideration. If you took I would answer if you took the best Tyson Fury versus the best Vladimir Klitschko, I think they'd be 5-5. Sorry, man, if that's cop out for you. Franklin is so calm. Seems like he's not interested in John. He means business. What, you mean like Jermaine Franklin? I just think he's here for the payday. I like an underdog, but would you all drill Nicki Minaj? No, she's disgusting, man. The only women I would all drill would be the slim, sophisticated, mixed race ones, not the fat ass, disgusting pigs. Neil Baker, history is a lie. Agreed upon. Absolutely, man. History is his story. Danielo Scholas, you're not saying it should be called her story, I hope. Gutter, Dandy, prime Vlad for me over current Fury. The problem is current Fury. What's he gonna look like? These Chisora. I don't think he's gonna look good. He's been on the yayo. Like Lee says, Tyson's not as good as he used to be. Yakub wants to talk about old drilling. No, forget about it, man. Like Lee says, like my boy Lee talks positive. Come on, mate. Shit. Yep, that's for sure. Okay, good question. I like a good boxing question. Everybody know. What's Vlad's best win? Hey, Povetkin, Pulev, Chambers. Oh. I'd like to see his record in front of me if I could say. I'm trying to think. I don't leave anyone out. Hey, no. Povetkin, he dominated Povetkin. Pulev was never that good. Chambers not that good. I need some more names. I can't think, right? This I agree with. Adam D. Vitaly Klitschko is a real deal. Vladimir is not top notch. I think Vladimir is top notch, but Vitaly was the king. He suffered through injuries, though. Unfortunately, his chin was incredible. His heart was incredible. He had power. He got damaged by too much injuries, basically his arm and stuff. Yeah. Mr. Charles, what do you think of the BBC going on and on about the World Cup, not giving LGBT its respect? Global homos, man at Qatar. I've done some videos on this. They're just trying to push, Bhatti business in Arab countries, because the Arab countries are the last countries that are pushing the NWO degeneracy agenda. Lee top boxing. Vlad's best win order. Povetkin, Haybird, Shagayev, Ibrahimov. He's got a lot. There's at one time just heavyweight boxing was dominated by Eastern Europeans. Like you said, Ibrahimov, Shagayev, all these guys. I agree with you. I believe Vitaly was superior Klitschko, yeah. However, he was hit by injuries. But yeah, I definitely believe he's a superior guy. Little Musk, I think Fury could end up getting sparked. He's back on the yayo. Is getting complacent. Don't think Chisora is the one to do that. Right. Absolutely not. Chisora hasn't got that much power. He's a rugged upper level journeyman. Cheers, guys. It's funny. The Harlem Eubank Farrell fight is going on. I haven't watched it. I don't care. Yakub, these Arabs with $1,000-year-old contract are going to change it for football tournament. As if, mate, don't be so naive. It takes one generation to change the way people think. The older guys may not, but believe me, for example, Ireland, they were conservative, Christian, nationalist, and look at them now. It takes one generation. There is a video by a Russian ex-KGB guy who came over, defected to the West, and he explained demoralization, okay? And he explained how they can change the way you think in one generation. I can't remember his name. Someone will. And there's a respect. He came into a cacophony of noise in the Blue Ribbon Division, didn't he, Matt? How do you think the judges will see it? It's what you like, isn't it, Matthew? Yes, my man, Nordic Warrior, with the channel. God bless you too, brother. Leaguers love to Nordic. Great to see you here, brother. I hope you're all right, bro. Keep pushing the message out because you're real. They will always attack us. We won't get the views, the money. I'm not interested. I started this channel to open some people's eyes. It got bigger than I thought, but I'm not going to sell my ass out. That's for damn sure as mustard. Nordic, I mean, black pill for many years. British Council died generations ago. No, Nordic, you're not black pilled, man. You're God pilled because you're Christian, and then you know that ultimately everything's going to work out. The end times will happen. The predictions will happen. Okay. Ultimately, I went almost black pilled for a bit as well. I was like, I got no hope for these people. But then I realized that the biblical predictions were coming true. I came to God. He spoke to me, and I saw that even though it's going to go very dark, ultimately, the truth and goodness will win. So yeah. I believe that's where you stand, Nordic. You know as well as I do. Ultimately, the good will prevail, even though we'll go through some terrible times, man. Some terrible times. Little Moscow. Chippy isn't about the money. You're not about the money. Money is not about the money. He does it for his funds, basically. Nordic. Yeah, we will never get the views, the revenue that all the grifters and asses get, but it matters not because Christ is the only truth anyway, right? And generally the same for me. I don't want to be. I got no interest. As long as you can pay your bills and eat and look after your dog, you don't need all this money. I get up in the morning and I'm blessed, genuinely. I was a multimillionaire. No, sorry. I was a millionaire on 2 occasions. Okay. I don't care, man. I don't care. I now have faith, strength, belief. I get up in the morning and it's hard every day. It's not like, oh, everything's great because I know the sickness that's going on. But I know I'm boxing on the right team. You feel me? I'm fighting on the right team. And it will win. It's written. Yeah, thank you, brother, for that. For my fans, Ricky Allen. I think that's become a Triple B phrase now. Yes, my boy, smile back if you're ugly. Once a female pundit complained about Qatar, but a few years ago she had her pics on Instagram of Qatar on the beach in a bikini. Someone said so on a Football Live. Alex Scott. That's so funny, man. Alex Scott is the mixed race girl, so maybe, yeah. They're all fucking puppets and full of shit. Fuck him. Gutter Danny says, I saw 2 good British bands this week, Suede and Manic Street Preachers. Great shows. British culture's alive. Manic Street Preachers, wasn't it that one of the head guys just disappeared? Never found his body. I'm sorry, man. I think it's all corrupt, bro. My boy Reese is back in the house. What up, Reese? What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Not at Weir. My boy Not at Weir has got a channel, so make sure you check him out. He's red pilled. He is a believer. That's actually part of the reason my black pill mindset. Biblical predictions are coming true. And I believe the unnecessary must happen. It's good black pill if it makes sense. Lol. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. However, I feel it's my duty and your duty and other believers' duty to open people's eyes and wake as many people as we can before this troubled time, this horrible time happens. So that keeps me positive. That keeps me positive that I can save some people, you know. Blissful ignorance or enlightened sadness. I mean, come on, man. Do you have to ask that? Enlightened sadness, obviously. I mean, come on, blood. Yeah. My boy Yakub. Christ is King. Thank you, bro. And you know what? When I was brought up as a Christian, but I wasn't brought up as a real Christian. I realized that it didn't portray the real Christianity. Okay? And then I became atheist and agnostic, and I was like, and then I remember I was like, the red pill brought me to the God pill. I realized how all the predictions are coming through. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. But yeah, Christ is King. Thank you, bro. Yes, Richie from the Manics Disappear. I mean, how can no one know? How can a body or a person just disappear like that? It's crazy, isn't it? This must be a massive mystery. I mean, of course, it's possible to get rid of bodies, but I mean that's pretty crazy, especially a high, what's called a high profile guy. It's just insane, man. That's right, and this is part of the process inversion. They will look at what's happened. All the shows, the sports shows, you got guys in Arab Emirates like drinking alcohol out of shoes and women dressed in bikinis. In Saudi Arabia, they're pushing women's boxing where they couldn't drive 10 years ago. Of course it is. They're just pushing the NWO agenda. Yes, Mark, my man. Thank you for all your gifts and super shekels. Hey, big up, Chubby. What have I missed? Not a lot. Just chat, man. We were like watching the boxing tonight, but it's so whack. We never watched it, bro. But yeah, we're just talking about realness. Realness. My boy Yakub. Yeah, that's what he's saying. No, man, we did. That idiot copies a Chubby all the time, and from the beginning, because I had the old channels, all he does is copy. He's a fool. I can't even bother to attack him anymore. Fuck him, man. I love haters. Dean Packer. This guy gets no female attention. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. Fuck your sister. Fuck off, man, you plum. Speak. Reese, Russia banned the LGBT lifestyle being promoted in the media. Yeah. If an individual does that, they can be fined 5K. If an organization does that, they can be fined around 68K. Thoughts? What country is my question? Which country, man? Mr. Charles, my biggest high I've ever had was Dad Turned to Christ. It was the out-of-body experience. I had a similar experience. It came to me slowly but quickly, and eventually I dropped to my knees and asked for some help. And my life has changed. I understand why people are, what's the word, skeptical about stuff like this, but I'd say just look at why is Christianity the only religion that's attacked? Why is Christianity the only religion that's predicted everything that goes on? That's all I gotta say, man. Dean Packer. This could be Wang Chai or Spencer Ferry. Spencer, you got head shaped like a peanut. You got a very low IQ. You got no prefrontal lobe development. Has this guy never had a girl in his bed? This guy's never had a girl in his bed. What a fucking idiot. Suck your mother. Suck your mother. Naughty. Jimmy can have all the women in Dean's family should he choose. I wouldn't want to touch anyone that low IQ, man. His family are retards, probably. Cyborg, this is good. I'm sick of hearing that women's boxing is so great. Yeah, it's sickening. Better than men's, apparently. That Klaus Shields can fight. A fight she really would. Any checks done? Yeah, that's another consideration. But I'm gonna do a video on why women's boxing is pushed so much on Sky. And one of the guys you need to look at is Jonathan Licht. It's coming out, man. Inversion, great point. Every blue-pilled hater always mentions not being laid as if the purpose of life is sex. These people need help. Yeah, so, you must be an incel. You've never been laid. Ha, 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 ha. Look, I don't even like saying this, but apart from the fact, man, I'm sorry. I was a fornicator. I'm sorry, man. I don't agree with it now. I'd rather be the same beautiful woman in my life, but no, I was a fornicator. I had no problem getting poo-poo. But it's funny how they think, they're so indoctrinated and programmed. You say this, so you obviously had no women. Oh, you're jealous, so obviously you're, it's pathetic, man. Come back, pussy hole. What's his name, this idiot? Fucking bummer club. Yes, Rudolph Giraffe became Christian early 2022. Thank you. After all the vaccine nonsense being pushed, I suspect Masonic conspiracy theories are true, but I was too afraid to believe until I asked God for lunch. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Honestly, God bless you. There's nothing like seeing the truth. It doesn't make your life easier, but the truth is more important than anything, man. Lee, you was virgin and shit, man. Yeah. My boy Reese. God bless him. Yeah, Nordic is a Christian warrior, brother. Christian warrior. I want to find who's hating me then. What's the name of the person who's hating me again? Dean Packer. Dean Fudge Packer. This guy's never had a girl in his bed, isn't it? Oh, suck your mother, man. I don't even like talking that gross. In fact, I'll say to you, mate, I offer my hand to you. I offer my hand to you in truth, kindness, love. I hope you come to God through Jesus Christ. Thank you. I'm not going to hate on you. Cyborg, as a major fornicator, but I'm married 22 years to my Greek lady, a mad Greek lady. Oh, thank you, brother. It's great to hear, man. Greek women, one of my boys married a Greek lady. She's lovely, and her family are Christian and lovable. She's a bit crazy, but there's something good about a bit of madness. Am I right? Simon the Catman, who made God? Begotten, not created, bro. Shaku Pum Pum. Everyone obsessed with this fake version say absolutely. Oh, that pussy old Dean Fudge Packer. Still what? You pussy old. What do you want, you bummer clown? If you want to speak, look, I invite you to God. I invite you to decency. I invite you to morals. I invite you to Christianity. I invite you to see the truth. Honestly, I pray for my enemies every night. And I've had some of the most awful experiences through people that pretended to be friends and then up with my enemies stealing from me and wishing me dead, trying to get me to commit suicide. I'm serious, bro. I forget. Well, they still should face justice. And they will. They will face justice. But I wish for them to come to goodness. They won't, some of them, because they're wrong ones. Inversion. Inversion. These haters don't even debunk what we say and others say. They just tell people, tell people to get laid. It's like they have nothing to debunk their points. They resort to petty or like, oh, you got a small core in your head. Yeah, absolutely. Good, great point, man. Dean Fudge Packer. Still going on about not getting any females. This is honestly his after you've been rinsed out, after you've been embarrassed, you still carrying with this shit. Honestly, you're pathetic, you fucking idiot. Is best girl still around? No, you know. Anna Smith's got the long balls gig. I hope not, because I love long balls. Dean Fudge Packer. Come back, Dean Fudge Packer. We miss you. What a fucking idiot, man. Okay, this is an issue. Simon the Catman. If you don't believe God, you wouldn't get drunk. Sorry, where's your logic? If you believe in God, you would not get drunk. I believe getting drunk is wrong. I believe I shouldn't get drunk. Sometimes I go over the line. We're all sinners, but I mean, how weak is that? That's logic. If you believe in God, you wouldn't get drunk. I mean, that's just fucking retarded, man. You're a fucking idiot, man. Lethal Musty, and I bet Dean has a lot of men. Dean Fudge Packer has had a lot of men. Smart back of ugly. Every box channel has a haters. Dean Fudge Packer. Yeah, but you know, it's I don't care, man. Reese says, Jesus drank wine and God commanded his rights to bring strongly to peace. Yeah, you're allowed to drink. You are allowed to drink, but you shouldn't go to the top and become an alcoholic and become drunk. It's like anything. You know, listen, man, you drink too much water, your brain swells and you die. You know, everything has to be a balance, has to be reasonable. Boxing HQ Classics, my boy. I would like to be religious, but cure my nihilistic. I just couldn't lie to myself. I would say just look into it more, right? Yeah. You have to overtake some philosophical difficulties, or that you thought were difficult, you know. But when you see the truth, it's beautiful. That's all I'm saying, man. Inversion, Dean Fudge Packer. You can't disprove tributes as a result of insults. You're not angry liberal. Do you know it's like, you know, I think the liberal right wing and all that is all fake and it's a deception. But you notice how, like, especially the lib turds, they're always so emotional, angry, man. Like, you can ask me, I'm a Christian, and I have no political affiliation, zero. You can ask me any questions, and I'll sit there and chill about it and talk about it. But you know, you get some lib turd and they'll start crying and insulting you. It's pathetic, man. Reese, is getting drunk out of your mind is a sin. Yep, and clean that says no doubt, man. You know, you can drink wine and none of a sudden without sin. You're saved through grace, through faith. Exactly. And people forget that. And they didn't even teach me that as a kid. That it was about saving through grace and faith. They teach you the false Christianity, by the way. I love it when also non-Christians think the S-backs on it, you know. Oh, Dean Fudge Packer, still going on. Let it go, Chilby. Again, that means absolutely nothing, man. You fucking idiot. Dean Fudge Packer. Look at it. You know he's getting annoyed, right? He's getting all red-faced. Getting annoyed. Oh, I'm not writing this guy. Oh, you don't get any women? Yeah, whatever, blood. You cannot explain nature without using the language of design. We all design as God. The design argument is very strong. Very, very strong. Reese, just search for Truth Boxing Classics. I believe you more than likely find Jesus. God bless. Thank you. And that's the thing about, because, like, you can insult me, you can insult my religion, my beliefs. I'll back it up with thoughts, and I will sit there chilled out. You know. Then if people get annoyed at a retard, lib turds and stuff like that. Oh, okay, my boy DH. I haven't seen you for a bit. Apart from anything else, Christianity is about free will. This has been rapidly eroded. The Puritans on the Commonwealth banned everything, including Christians. Grim. Communism for communism. There have been many so-called Christian branches that have been warped, that have been damaged. I mean, look at the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is the obvious one. Yes, hello, Mr. Mornings. Big up, Chubby. What is your opinion on eugenics? I would need you to define eugenics as you mean it, because you may be trying to trap me out, and it ain't going to work. Eugenics. So please give me more information on how you define eugenics, man. Inversion. Gotta go now, Chubby. Bye, everyone. Great to have you here, Inversion, as usual. Yeah, sleep well, brothers. Sleep well, brother. What's time anyway? I'm going to stop in about 10 minutes, man. Reese, which card do you watch tomorrow? BT for one. Oh, there's two. It's now The Zone and BT. I'm not sure. Which is the one with Nathan Gorman? That's the one I watched, Nathan Gorman, and then I watched the other one afterwards. Dean Fudgepacker. If you die, you go to heaven. What age do you appear in heaven? Genuine question. I mean, people like to ask these tiny, these questions about tiny bits of detail to try and catch you out, to prove that they're right. Let's look at this question. If you die and you go to heaven, what age do you appear in heaven? Genuine question. It's been said many times in the Bible that you can't imagine what will happen in heaven from a worldly plane. And why is that even a question? Why is that important to you? Why is that important to you? Yeah. Just go and pack some fudge. Reese, man, what's Gorman who's Wardy? I think that's the fight of the weekend, to be honest. Let's switch over. Lee says, Ryder vs. Parker 100%. Actually, that's also a super fight. They're the two fights of the weekend. Ryder vs. Parker and Gorman vs. Wardley. I prefer Gorman vs. Wardley because the heavyweights are the Kangs. The fucking Kangs. Mark, Reese beat me to it. We're saved by grace, not works. Every Christian sins. Noah got drunk. I'm not encouraging drunkenness, but red pillars that should be, sometimes fall and yeah. And I've changed a lot about how I act. I'm not perfect. I've taken myself away from lustfulness, pornography, drugs. I never really lied much. I didn't steal anything, but I've changed so much about how I live my life, but I'm not perfect, and I recognize that. That's right, man. Yakub, exactly, saying to the fudge packer, Dean the fudge packer. Who knows what happened like that? And it said in the Bible, you can't know. They give you a few clues, but they say you can't really know what it's like, Okay, bossy class, not insulting your religion at all. I have a problem with the word religion anyway, but anyway, all I think it's a key part of getting through life. It has definite coping advantages. Thinking you can see life will give you comfort. So you're saying it's a psychological, that all religions, and that word is problematic in itself. You're saying that all religions, have a psychological explanation, not a real explanation. You can certainly become a psychologist about it and explain that religion fulfills a certain, what do you call it? I'm sorry, I've got my drink on. That religion fulfills certain of our questions. Yeah, you can think that, but if you believe, honestly, that a lump of shit, a lump of shit and mud was just the right place to swirl around the world to have led to something as complex as our mind, our eyes, and oh, come on, man. It's more than that. I mean, you know, you feel it in your heart too. He does, but he will also put in Illuminati stuff. Like he did the. I don't like doing this one. He did that after dealing with White Fight. He did that, which is the Devil's Horns. It's well known. He also had a cat with Jesus, but it was in rainbow colors. Now let me tell you this. So the rainbow colors is originally a Christian thing. When Noah had land again. Is a rainbow. It's a very big Christian symbol, but now they've made it become batty business. So that and love, that and love. Oh, Dean Fudgepacker. If you die as an old-fashioned man with back pain and bad hips, you wouldn't want to be in that state of heaven, would you? No respect to anyone. You've changed your fucking tune, Fudgepacker. I hope you come to Christianity, but so, I mean, firstly, it's not for you to question God on detail. All right? It's up to you. Read the scriptures, think about what's going on in the world, think about the end times predictions, and make your decision. Instead of coming to the Triple B, who's a mortal, a human on this earth, and expecting the I have an exact understanding of what heaven will look like. When we've been told you cannot imagine what it'll look like. You cannot imagine what it'll look like. All right? Suck your mother. This is heavy. Now, I'd rather do this without getting my drink on. And this is a boxing channel as well. So. For example, Dean the Peter Puffer. Yakub's making a funny point, right? You know, people ask all these tiny questions about detail and specific. Oh, does God like tartar sauce? Checkmate, Christians. You can't answer that, so you're obviously wrong. I mean, it's just pathetic. Right, I'm going to close up, right? Because I'm going to get my food on. All right, so I got much love for everyone, and even Dean Fudgepacker. Honestly, I say to you, instead of looking for problems and criticizing, let your investigations lead you down different paths. Don't look for problems. Open your mind. Look at why. Look at why all the end times predictions of the Bible are coming true, written over 2,000 years ago, when you can imagine the technology we have now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the miracles. Okay? Try and help yourself, bro. I mean, I want you to save yourself, blood. I want you to save yourself, man. Dean wants a pot noodle. Dean Pack. Well, I hope you've had some thought and at least investigate it, bro. I wish you no harm. I wish you the best, brother. I really wish you the best. No joke. I would just say just investigate. Make your own mind up. Don't just suck in what they tell you in the mainstream media. My boy Yakub in the house has been extremely generous. Everyone drops super chat for the road. If you can afford it, a super chat would be much appreciated. Remember as well, also, if you sign up to Cash App, you and the Triple B get £10 free. I can't even want to explain it anymore. I'm so disgusted by money and bullshit, you know, like shekels. Fuck that shit. But thank you, Yakub. Yeah, for the super chats. Much love for you, bro. No homo. Reese. Yes, through Adam's rebellion, man was separated from God. Then death and illness came to the world. Christ saves us when our bodies are restored in heaven. Yeah, so that's an answer to you, Dean, if you want. But you need to look into it. Don't you? What I tell you about the truth is, You cannot be told it. You have to discover it. You have to discover it. You have to look at what's happening, man. People can open your eyes, but it's like you can take a, what's the expression? You can take a horse to water. You can't make it drink. It can't make you drink, man. But come to it. Oh, my boy Lee talks boxing in the house. Thank you, Lee. Says £2 for my friend Nick Gurr. Nick Gurr, I love you, man. Nick Gurr. I know you've wanted a big up. So Nick Gurr, big up, man. Big up. Yo, Chubby, can I borrow 20 quid? Potentially, yeah, bro. What for? Have you got a cash app, brother? You spent all your money on Chubby Lab. Yeah, man. Great to have you, man. Great to have you guys. All right, we're closing up in like, what's time now? Blood clot. 2 minutes. I said goodbye to me fans, everyone. There's been some deep chat tonight. My message is basically, only you can learn the truth. You can be told, you can have your eyes opened, but you need to discover it, like the red pill. And the same goes for Christianity. The same goes for secular stuff. Dean Packer. I'm not calling you Fudge Packer anymore because you chill that. Do you think you can beat Tom Booth in Exhibition 6-1? No. I think I'd have a chance, but he's he's quite a slick boxer. Time. I need to borrow 20 quid to have a good night, Chubby. Thank you, brother. Yeah, keep warm blood, enough respect. Thank you, bro. And God bless you. God bless you. It's not about the money. It's about the love. It's about the reasonableness. It's about the reality. And we need to open our own eyes. We need to make our own discoveries. We can't sit there and think and be told what's true, which is what society and education tries to tell us. We have to explore it ourselves. Too big question. I'm not sure. A lot of people say flat is a psyop. I haven't looked into it enough, but nothing would surprise me. Encore for fans. Can I get an encore? Can you get more kicking it raw from the Brooklyn, whatever? Okay, I'm ending it now. Listen, take care, guys. It's funny, no one gave a flying fuck about the Harlem Eubank fight because it was so whack. We have big stream bullshit. No, wait, come on, blow. Cyber Boxing give a brother $7.99 Australian dollars. Thank you, bro. Big up to you in Australia. I love my peeps in Australia, all around the world. Thank you, man. That's so decent. You don't have to do it at the last minute, man. Much love to you. Thank you all for being here. Okay. And this is the only money I get from me fans because every single one of the Triple B lives has been zapped, limitized, monetized. So not zapped, but limitized monetization, man. Can you believe that? They're haters. So fuck them. Fuck them in the ear and then fuck them in the other ear, man. I was. You worry me, Lee. Yeah, worry me. Okay, guys, I'm going off now. Thank you so much. There's been so much generosity, and I hope it was interesting, man. And I'll try and drop a video about what's going on with Alan Smith and other stuff because it's once you see the evidence, you realize that Smith is on his way out. Smith is on his way out, and the gambling thing is bullshit. Okay, peace in the Middle East.